There are tons of people that want to be able to get through their books at a much faster rate. This is entirely possible. If you apply these tips and techniques, you will be able to double and maybe triple your reading speed, because being able to ingest information quickly really matters. There are multiple habits that you could have adopted that could be holding you back, so make sure to get rid of them. I also saved the best tip for last, so make sure you stay till the end to see what it is. Here it is, 11 secrets to speed reading. Number 1, guide eyes. This is a very easy tactic you can start the next time you read. Now, have you ever felt like you have read the same line 3 times in a row? The problem with our eyes is that we don't track in straight lines, so you need to use a finger, pencil, or whatever to help you guide your eyes along. This ensures you are not skipping lines or reading the same one over and over again. Number 2, read headlines. This idea comes from Tai Lopez. Every book you read probably has a few great ideas and concepts in it, but they needed all the extra pages to be able to actually sell the book. So you can get great ideas from every book just skimming through and looking at chapter titles and the headlines. Each chapter usually has a main core idea, then multiple examples to back up this claim. You don't always need to know every example. The first and last sentence of paragraphs are able to sum it up for you as well. Number 3, read faster. Now I know what you're thinking. I won't be able to remember anything, but yes, actually you can. So what you do is you take a page and read just past your level of comfort where you are losing a little bit of comprehension. If you can keep doing this, it will allow you to move out of comfort zone of reading speed and be able to read at a faster pace than you were able to before. Number 4, book summaries. Getting a hold of a book summary can be a fantastic way to educate yourself and be as efficient as possible, and I actually do this myself all the time. You can watch or listen to a book review to understand the subject in a condensed format instead of taking hours of time to read the whole book. This not only saves time, but money as well. I make book reviews on my channel as well and will continue to do so in the future, so make sure you don't miss them and subscribe. There are many other ways to do this. One of my favorite is Mentor Box. They put out multiple book summaries a month. They personally bring in the author to teach you about the book, and there's no other place in the world where you can receive that type of education. Then they give you audio downloads and cheat sheet workbooks. They are even running a sale right now if you want to get in before it ends. Check the link in the description. If you use MentorBox or any other platform, it is a great idea to start using summaries as they provide immense value. Number 5, read what interests you. This seems obvious, but some of you might have to read a book for a certain class or to receive credits, so this does not apply to that. But in your free time, make sure you are reading books that you actually want to learn about. So for me, I like to read books on finance, investing, and health. But maybe you like to read about relationships, psychology, or fitness. Whatever it is, it's totally fine. Just remember, if you don't care about it, it is unlikely that you will be able to remember it and let it have any impact on your life. Number 6. Peripheral vision. Don't read one word at a time and skipping words. This one has the potential to double your reading speed altogether. Now, when you are looking at one object, you can obviously see other things around it. This is called your peripheral vision. So to practice using it while you read, draw a line down the side of your page on each side, about 1 inch into the page. Then don't let your eyes go beyond that. If you practice and get good at this, you can keep pushing the lines in farther and farther until you are focusing on the inside third of the page. If you really don't want to do this part, you can do 2 other things. One is to not read one word at a time. School kind of taught us this way because when you are first learning your words, you say the same words over and over again. This brings us to the next one. 2, skip words. When you are reading and you are saying the words in your head, there is no reason to be saying each one as you go along. In most cases, the bigger the word, the more important it is. Focusing on skipping smaller words, then read the bigger, more important ones. Number 7, get rid of distractions. Too many people take the approach of thinking they will just ignore the distractions instead of getting rid of them. It is actually very hard to understand certain concepts when you are interrupted multiple times while you are trying to learn. Every time you go back to it, you have to start over again and remember where you were at. You almost have to restart and remember exactly what you were doing. This is a huge waste of time, so you need to make sure you finish all your small tasks right before you go into a reading session. This way you don't need to go to the bathroom or check your phone constantly, interrupting the flow of your reading. Number 8, audio. Listening to audiobooks can be a great use of your time, especially if you are doing something that does not require all your brain power, so you can sit back and learn while you are busy doing something else. My favorite time to do this is while I'm driving, especially on a very long drive. You can learn so much while doing something you don't have a choice over. Some of you, I'm sure, have a very long commute to work, so the best way to listen to audiobooks by far is Audible. They have a very wide selection of books to read, and right now you can get a 30-day free trial and one free book once you start, then a free book a month regardless of price. If you are interested, check the link in the description and see if it fits your style of reading. Number 9, don't sub-vocalize. This one is hard to do because it feels so natural and it is a habit that most people have. But when you are reading, you are activating your throat muscles, which means that you are focusing on one word at a time and seeing each one in your mind at a time, which is not necessary. Your brain knows what the word means before you sub-vocalize. If you can drop this habit, you can go through your words at a faster pace. Number 10, don't reread. A lot of people have the habit to go back and reread full pages or chapters to make sure they know what they read. But in reality, they understood most of the key points. When you go back and reread, you break the flow. When you are in this flow, you read at a very fast pace and are able to understand the content. But when you stop to reread a sentence, it throws you and your brain off. Most people do this without recognizing it. So this will help you stop the habit of this. But if you really miss something, it is totally fine to go back and read it again. Just make sure you are only doing it when necessary. Now the final one is number 11, put knowledge to use. This one is the best. Everybody should be doing it, or there's no use in reading anyway. So take what you learn and go apply it to your life. It helps to take notes or take pictures of important parts. So then later you can look up what you learned and go use it at a certain area of your life. So make sure to pick books that can help you in the first place so you can take the knowledge that you learned and go use it. I mean, seriously, what is the point if you are just going to take all this time to learn and read just to have it forgotten and wasted? This is the most important step, and everyone needs to make sure they are doing this. Now, I want to remind everyone that at the end of the day, if you don't remember anything you read, then there is no point. The whole point of reading is to learn and gain new knowledge. Do not sacrifice speed for comprehension. I also would like to expand my reading list, so comment your favorite book. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.